Let's see how you do under pressure. Yeah, I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra. Walk with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on to the next. Whip this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Yeah. Oh shoot, they don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war, every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my dick, I got bad intentions. Make it right every wrong, and I'm back with a vengeance. I show you the ropes. Beast in my town, I can show you the coast. Up in the shots if they wanted to smoke. If you know, then you know. Suited up, my whole team do the same. Don't you forget who created the game. Ready for war, I was born with grenades. The trenches where soldiers are made. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.
Hey,
Let's see how you do under
hey,
pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure.
We saw our
A
brother
moment
under
can live on
pressure.
forever.
Right. You saw that boy, the Juice, when he was under pressure. What it do, family? What it do, family? It's your boy, Breeze Omega. Omega, that's Breeze. And welcome to the BlackRound, where we are giving you that comprehensive sound that comes from the background that you hear from black people all the day while those in the front are constantly yapping about nothing. This is the principal talk where you want to hear from the grassroots. That's right. This is the BlackRound. What's going on, family? It's your boy, Breeze Omega. Omega, that's Breeze. Yeah, tonight's thing, if you've seen the thumbnail, the injustice of the trial for Orenthal James Simpson. And we know OJ was out there not staying on code, flocking around doing what he do. Remember, he's not black, he's OJ. So you gotta always remember that. We know that, but at times our brother did stay, our brother did show some time when he was on code. He knew about propaganda and things that was used against him. And like I say again, RIP to the Juice. I did order me a number 32 jersey earlier today. I'm gonna get that joint. That joint's gonna be fly, gonna be fresh. Nobody showed up yet, but I decided to go ahead and start talking anyway, because I ain't gonna be on here that long. If you come in, you come in. If you don't at the moment, well, hopefully you catch it on the playback. And you see that your boy was over here dropping something that you might want to catch on the next time on the runaround. But as I was saying, I've seen some real. This is another thing about the hypocrisy of this nation and the system of white supremacy, because this man who was acquitted in a court of law is still seen as a guilty person. But then these same people will get mad when we still see Kyle Rittenhouse as a guilty person, even though we watched the judge cuddle up. Ain't no judge cuddle up to OJ. OJ just happened to have the brilliance of Johnny Cochran, but not just the brilliance of Johnny Cochran. OJ would have had to have been guilty of something. They would have found, regardless of the brilliance of Johnny Cochran, if they had any ounce of actual real evidence, they would have convicted OJ. But they knew they were doing so much corrupt stuff. You rarely see people on the prosecution side pleading the fifth. Let's be honest. You rarely have people on the side of the prosecution pleading the fifth. And I went through a lot of major cases today because I wanted to look it up. I was gonna post it, but like they was giving me some problems about posting some things over here. So I didn't want to mess around with them and have them just take my page down. But you can do your damn research and do your damn due diligence nowadays. You're not in the age where, a couple of years ago, I remember everybody's always screaming, "Send me the link, send me the link." It's like get out and just hit Google, bro, or whatever engine search engine you got. You can easily pull up all this information nowadays. It's not like freaking 4 or 5 years ago, even 10 years ago. Man, so I wanted to just say, super solar shout out to that brother, OJ the Juice. I know some people don't like it. My surprising was how many, not just the tethers. I don't even be thinking about the tethers all the time, but the amount of regular black people who was like posting he did it and all that, even though he was proven not to have done it. And I said, there's so much evidence pointing to like he couldn't have done this shit. Like, for one, the brother was on his way to a flight. So we would have to go back and look at the evidence. Like, okay, they say on his way to a flight, he decided, shit, I got time for this flight. I'm gonna get off, and as our brother Tariq Nasheed pointed out tonight, that he would go put on a weird janky outfit to run to go get. And now remember he has to go home and put this janky outfit on, then traverse back over to where her house is, which I believe I remember them trying to say he was on foot at first, and then at some point somebody said he allegedly had his Bronco over there, but that was a lie. They found out that woman was Cat. That woman was Cat. You know what I mean? If you were young, at that time, if you one of those kids who were studious and you were listening to your parents and them all talk about this, you were listening. You know what I mean? And if you was in like college, you was definitely listening. You know. And I remember when the whole situation happened. It was the summer before I became a freshman at college, and then the case happened. I believe it happened that year before, and then the case happened the case happened in fall, and he was found guilty in that fall. Because I remember us storming the Toll Center in my college. That was the name of the area where you would go get like food and like where registration was and the bookstore was and like the subway and the cafeteria. It was called the Toll Center. And so I remember us all storming in there. RP my man Bakari. I remember Bakari jumped up on the damn tables like, yes, finally. And we was like, and I remember we had to calm Bakari down because we was like, wait, hold up. Yeah, OJ free. That don't mean all of us free. I remember though we had to calm him down just a little bit. Like, yo, bro, OJ is free, not all of us. I remember I was dying laughing. I'm like, cause I was like, we were sitting there. I just remember we were sitting there, and then everybody came out of class and stuff. Cause I remember in my teacher's class, my teacher had a TV in there. Like, you know what I mean? This is like I believe it's 96, 97. That's when OJ, I believe it's 96. So I'm a freshman. Yeah, so I just remember our teacher having a damn TV in there. We watching that shit in class. And I don't even think it was a class dealing with anything like that. I think I was in freaking was it statistics? I don't even know if it was statistics or who. Yeah, it might have been philosophy. It might have been philosophy. But I remember us all in there watching that joint, and we sitting there like, oh shit. We thought like right there, we watching like OJ about to get convicted. We like, damn, these damn racists, they done pulled another one. Now remember, people, this is riding high off the backside of the Rodney King joint. So you got the Rodney King joint, which already got neighborhood. People don't understand. You got the Rodney King joint, but also something else. I forgot what the name of the brother who got killed in New York. There was a problem that happened in New York where some Jews ran over two young kids and Hakeem. Wait, is it Hakeem Nicks? It was another young brother. He was killed by a Jew. All this shit happened all literally like the same time. So that this happened like all around the same time that the Rodney King shit happened, and you had the shit pop off in New York in Crown Heights. People tend to forget that shit. If you was from New York or if you from LA, you know some major shit went on around the same freaking time and it popped off. And it was hot. It was hot everywhere. You know. I remember coming back to campus, people was hot on campus about that shit. People was definitely hot on campus. You know, let me see. I want to have me something in the just a little bit of background sound, something. I was trying to have something. Do, 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 do. Do we like that one? Oh, that joint, that joint is a hype song. That joint, that joint, yeah, yeah, that joint is a hype song. Yes, sir. But yeah, that joint right there, with some craziness. Let's give a quick flowers out to our brother OJ. Shout out to that brother, cause that's basically what this joint is about right now. It's like I said, just you know, hopefully some of y'all come catch this on the flip side, and when you do come catch it, make sure you hit that like and that subscribe. But yeah, this is we talking about OJ tonight, man.
Hey, let me take a moment to say thank you to all the people who've reached out to me. Hey, let me take a moment to say thank you to all the people who've reached out to me.
Just he was a legend. He was a good football player. You know, regardless of however you think, whatever you thought, whatever. If you are a decent human being, you don't kick dirt at the dead. You would be a decent human being and you'd be respectful because between whatever you believe on earth, that's between him and God now. If you a so called believing in God type person, if he's so called, if whatever, that's between him and God now. Even though all the real evidence points to that the brother never did any damn thing, and that you know, hey, I feel bad. Look, there's an actual white guy. I'm trying to remember his damn name right now. He came out and he admitted to it. Said that he killed them. That he would him and a couple of other dudes who might necessarily we don't know what they were. Cause I don't know if he ever says exactly who those other guys were. But you know, you never know what happens. And we hope the family, we still send that, even though, fucking some of them in that family over there, they was a little bit overzealous in all their ways. And yeah, they want a liable suit. There's not much you have to prove in a liable suit. In a civil libel suit, there's not really, all you have to do is say, yeah, he did it. And they have to have the propensity. And they say, well, yeah, we say we believe that, yeah, that he did it. And then there you go. And that's how civil case goes. They don't really go like like you saw Bill Cosby. His criminal shit was overturned. Only thing he was held liable was the civil shit. The same way like OJ. OJ was acquitted from the criminal charges, but he was held accountable civilly. Cause they just say I'm right and I say so. That's just it. That's how the justice system works in this country. Some people like to say it doesn't, but it's too much evidence, that points in that direction. You know, so that's what I would say. And I would always say, once again, if you are on the side of the prosecution and you have to start pleading the fifth, that right there shows. That's why they would never really let no real evidence be pointed out because, hey, what's up, Mike? What's going on, Ranger? Glad you came in. I'm just still sitting here going through the whole joint. And like I said, I would say again, re- refuting for all other things from what I'm looking at from my perspective. If you're on the side of the prosecution and you're having to plead the fifth, I would say there's a big problem with that. So we all should be very wary of law enforcement not telling the truth. We all should be because once they do it to one group, they apply it down the line. And then if you happen to run across that one son of a gun, then it's you don't know what's going to happen to you. You don't know. And I always believe in don't fuss, don't fight, and don't flee and all that type of stuff. So, you know, be respectful of law enforcement and things of that nature. That's a natural. My brother is a police officer. My brother's a sergeant in the New York Police Department. I believe he about to move to detective, but they've been holding him up because he was he was anti that damn jab, and it was so effed up. They forced him to get that jab. He only ended up getting one jab, and then they reversed the whole jab thing after they made a whole bunch of them get the jab. So that was foul in New York. New York, y'all foul for that. You shouldn't have had to make people get no jab. Cause my brother, he kind of got ill from that shit. He had fucking collapsed after getting that damn thing. So I wish he never would have got it. I wish he would have just held on like I told him. I said, you should just hold on and don't give in to that stuff right away. So, but some people when it comes down to their job, they'll break and stuff, and they'll be like, shit. My job was saying that stuff. I just left it. I just left that job. I just said I'm not staying here, and I'm not taking no shots. And I just went and got a regular damn job, and then I started building my own business. And I was like, well, that's what it's gonna have to be like because if you stuck under their hand and they palm, you're gonna have to do what they tell you to do. So you have to start thinking like that in this age. I always said this because I used to watch a lot of anime back in the 90s. And one thing I always noticed in the 90s anime, especially the ones based on space and stuff. Everybody was like a damn LLC. All the characters, they was always crying, bro. If you go watch like Dirty Pair, um, Gunsmith Cats, um, there's Pat LaBour, there's a lot of different animes that had like this world where like everybody was gonna be like freaking LLCs. You're gonna have to have your own job because they gonna cut everybody else out of everything. And that's how it's kind of looking right now. The world is looking in that manner. You dig? So I would suggest everybody to start thinking about that portion right there. And like I said, well, I wanted to also show the notes. Here's the part, as I said, we are talking about there was a lot of injustice in that damn trial, and you can go back. I'm not going to sit here and pass out. There's more esteemed people who have done the work. You can go look it up. We don't have to sit here and do all the work and the path work for all of that stuff. But we just want to show certain little plausible points, and I believe that's this one right here. Because once again, we want it to be seen, that part right there.
I only have one other
and
question.
just
What was that, Mr.
Detective Furman, did you plant or manufacture any evidence in this case?
I assert my Fifth Amendment privilege.
Yeah, he pleaded that damn fifth. Look at it one more time. One more time.
I only have one other question.
What was that, Mr.
Detective Furman, did you plant or manufacture any evidence in this case?
I assert my Fifth Amendment privilege.
Fair use, fair use. As we said, once again, I say if you're on the side of the prosecution and you're having to plead the goddamn fifth, there's something wrong with that. You should have the strongest case. You're the prosecutors. You're here to prove a case, not to plead the fifth. Some people was like, oh, well, no, you can not when you're the prosecution. A pleading the fifth is something you do normally when you're on the defense. And you can go look at the strikes and motions. You can go look up the judicial thing, go to Judicial Watch. You can look at strikes and motions that tell you people who plead this and plead that and the third. That's strikes and motions. And you could go see that the damn prosecution almost never pleads the damn fifth unless it's a real seedy trial. If it's a seedy trial. And right now we got a lot of that stuff that's been going on. You see, they just came out with a whole damn report showing that 63% of all people being exonerated right now just happen to be of melanated skin tone. And I don't know if there's a reason behind it. I do know it is a reason behind it. See, I'm just playing around with you. We all know what it is. And that's what would have happened in the OJ Simpson trial. People forget you got Rampart at that time. You got Rampart going down. All this stuff showing the wickedness and the corruptness that's going on out there. And you would think like, well, why would they do all this stuff? But you have people sensational. They even made this. I'm trying to think of which episodes and which shows right now, because there's certain shows where they were having where people were getting pulled over by the police, and then the police was trying to hand the motherfucker a headshot. And so even the police were being sensationalized out in those worlds at that time. People don't remember the 90s is the time of the paparazzi. Everybody glamour and glitz. That's the real thing. They had a song called Glamour and Glitz. I don't know if that was Puffy in them, but there was a song about it. It was Glamour, Glitz, That was what the world was like. Everybody now acting like it's glamour and glitz. No, it was like that in the 90s. You was watching that shit, you're like, damn, everybody was flossing in the 90s. That's why people would use the term flossing. People been getting fresh. This just the more turned up version of what already happened in the 90s. So we have people playing politics and going back to the OJ thing. And a lot of the people I've seen saying really horrible things. And I'm like, this is terrible. Even if, I didn't like say, for example, I don't like Hitler. I just wouldn't say nothing about Hitler. Because I know how the universe works. I'm not gonna go make a video or post something negative about a person that I don't know. I'm gonna just leave it like that. I'm gonna leave it like that. Well, because the universe, I believe the universe be watching, and that shit count all that type of shit. Negative shit, feedback back at your ass on some shit over, dancing. There's people who I would want to dance on their grave. But I'd be like, all right, fuck it. Word up. I said to this day, if my white father finally passed, I'd dance on his goddamn grave. But, I had better thoughts about it. Cause he did almost hit the goddamn wall and almost went away. He only ended up losing a damn foot, but god damn it, he didn't go. But I thought after that happened, I said, damn, you don't do that. Cause I saw my kid's face and I was like, damn, you don't smash their grandpa like that. That's wicked. So I said, you know what? I'm not gonna have thoughts like that no more. Better person. And that's what I said. I'll just be a better person. Just think about it and don't, because even if somebody wronged you, I thought, like, well, I'm not going to stoop to their level. I'm not going to give them back that energy and that evilness because I'm not an evil person by nature. But shit, that time I was thinking that day, like, ooh, I hope he go. But it was wrong. 'Cause, I don't wish anybody not to see another damn day. Cause I always tell people it ain't a bad day till your ass can't see one. That's when you're gonna be like, oh shit. So no matter what the hell you facing, even in the wicked system, you constantly go on. And that's always been our Mojave spirit and our nature. That's why the church has been corrupted. If you're a black person, there's a reason you should notice why the church is corrupted. Because that was a place where you would have that great spirit. Now the spirit is dead. The spirit is into it's like you at Rent a Center at the church now. ATM outside that joint. Yeah, I'll be watching people go to church. I went with some people to church. I saw the shit with my own eyes. I was like, well, shit. Thank God I don't go no more. I gave him a little bread when I came, but I was like, shit, I won't be. I'm glad I don't come. Cause I was looking at the way they was making them give tithes now. I remember tithes was like $5 or $10, or if you had some quarters and shit in your pocket, man, they'd turn that plate over if you put some quarters in that shit today. Boy, this world is wicked now. You can't tell me it ain't. I'm telling you, they'll turn that plate over. You come in there with some damn quarters or some pennies in that damn plate. What we gonna do with this? Word up. They might have a dude come and ask you what your cash app is. For real. Or your I seen that shit. I was like, wow. I was like, church is way different now. Cause I hadn't been to church in a long time. So going back to church, seeing this shit, I was like, this is crazy. No wonder people going wicked. And damn, there was a very wild situation that I saw this week. It happened out in California. Um, she was a social media chick, this girl, and I was hoping Miss V and them would come on and they would do a story about that. Yes, the prosperity pimp preaching. Yes, yes. Yeah, it is wicked now. They are all over the place, Mike. Lord. He is not lying. He's not capping about that. Yeah, I was hoping Miss V and them would come on so she could talk about that. I was hoping she's probably working on that case right now. It's such a tragic case. I mean, the part that hurt me the most was about they said the mother pushed the baby out the car and the little 9-year old had the baby and dropped the baby and it was hit by a car. Like that's the most wildest wicked. Like I'm like, can people not see like cars? Like a car stopped over and you like see something going on, like yo, something going on, but I'm gonna keep murking. I don't know that I'm just like hurt about that story. Every time I keep thinking about who would run over a baby, and I'm like, you had to see it. I don't know. You had to see the car stopped up there. That's like I'm like nobody slowed down. I know the 405. I've been on that shit before. You can slow down. I've seen people slow down on that shit for dogs. I've seen dogs on that shit running and the whole traffic like literally like slowed down. He had a couple of people zoom through, but I don't know, man. That really got me, feeling a little bit today. That's why I spent the time with my daughter today and everything. I was like, because it goes so fast. You be just thinking, because she's already a sophomore in high school, and it's like, this is my youngest. My other one, I got my oldest in college, and then I got a second one in college. And I decide, my oldest, she don't really be around, but my second one, she had class. So my youngest, when I got home from work, because I went to work at 5 o'clock, and then I got home at 2. So when I got home at 2, I got out from school. We went and chilled. She wasn't feeling well at first, so I gave her some, aspirin. Then she started feeling better. And then we went and chilled. She had some street tacos, and we had some fun. We just talking about stuff, and then I had her trying out some of my new cameras, and I was just thinking about all that stuff. Like, you know, do we want to be just even thinking about the whole as I segue all the way back to the whole OJ situation? Do we want to be that type of person that's like negative and you know as spouses, even if you think whatever you might think, as I said again, that's between him and God. It was before it even passed. That was between him and God. So I always say that we always say we believe in God and this, that, and the third, but always we are doing manly things to one another in the name of God. So it's either one way or the other, is what I would say. You know what I'm saying? So I hope everybody, take a little time, because some of the shit I saw on X and stuff, it was wicked in nature. Even some of the stuff I saw on Twitter, on TikTok today too. I'm like, wow, man. Imagine if somebody else died, would they allow this same vitriol? And I don't know that they would. I don't know exactly that they would. And I believe just as people say Kyle Rittenhouse's should be left alone, I believe OJ should have been left alone. If he was acquitted, he was acquitted. Then he had to go and get in trouble because those people set him up because he had to get his own stuff back, which was foul. If they were real decent people, they would have just gave that man his stuff. And that's what I'm talking about. We live in an actual world that's really unjust and it's wicked. And there's a lot of wickedness that's just all around, from Hollywood down to the street level, the ground level. People got to the point where they just don't really think about it, or there is no real consequences. He didn't kidnap nobody. He didn't kidnap nobody. Go back and look at that. He did not kidnap nobody. See, that was something I was trying to bring on here tonight, but they wouldn't let me. They kept acting like there was a problem to bring that on here. He didn't because I knew that was something somebody was going to try to say. He didn't kidnap anybody. They was all together in a room, and they had an altercation over his belongings. And then the guy played and said what he said, and then they've been trying to catch OJ in the system. That Look at where he got caught at in Vegas. Come on, man. He didn't kill anybody. But regardless of that, the man just died. Like I said, people died. That's it. It ain't us to really judge anything. It ain't for me. It ain't for you. It ain't for anybody. We supposed to be in a world where we have some type of decorum, but people don't seem to have any cordiality anymore. All that shit thrown out the window. Why they telling me we're better people at the same time? Anyway, we had our other notes. This dude, I don't know what the hell is going on here, but this is really weird. And yeah, I don't. I wish
Yeah, the
people would
police
stop
can't fuck
doing
with
this.
this nigga here. We gonna need an agent. Yeah, the police can't fuck with this nigga here. We gonna need an agent. Agent Mulder, and Agent Scully from the X-Files. Them the only people that I know right now that could do it. Probably Horatio Kane, but I think he retired. Yeah, he used to solve all of that shit. But who is this nigga, man? What fucking galaxy did he fucking fall out of? Oh my God. And what the fuck is that on the table? Niggas not finna miss this. That I don't wanna say it. The nigga in the DM said it. Nigga done ate the damn Benzino, dog. We losing everything. All our soldiers is going down. I seen some motherfuckers beat the fuck out of Lorenzo earlier. I said, damn, I can't do that to my fans. And then here this nigga come with this ooka shit. Look at him. You know he speak ooka. Look at him throwing the fufu in the air. Chewing. He a choo the fufu. Look at the Benzino dog on the table. Fried. Oh my God, this shit don't stop.
But it's fine. I'm glad you're here supporting. I'm appreciative of you supporting, but I'm not going because the People magazine said it. That would be me buying into the anything that the mainstream media would say. I don't believe anything that mainstream media reports. Oh no, respect. You're awesome too. You're awesome too. But this is something I was just wanting to bring up because I could remember where I was. I was a freshman in college. I remember that day vividly, and it was one of those days, and I could still remember, and I was remember my friend Bakari, who R.I.P. One of those brothers sadly lost in the damn wire out there in Baltimore. But I could remember that day when OJ asked when they let him off and how everybody on the campus was. Yeah, I don't trust the mainstream media, nothing they be talking about. They gave up on being the fourth estate a long time ago. They're now just basically a paid voice of corporate and whatever. Yeah, because the government corporations are all together. That's why they spread all this LGBTQ stuff. They spread all these weird things. Yeah, yeah, people are stole that stuff. That was a. That's why I say OJ is an icon of the nation because he captivated the whole nation and people abroad. He's an icon. Whether you liked them for good or ill or disparaging, there were some things that had changed in California after that. And I would say some things were could have been better, but some things got worse. Anybody who knows people from over there is the same way. If you know people in Baltimore, you know people in New York. Shit, I remember out here when I first moved to Virginia. When I first moved out here in Virginia, in like in the right after college, early 2000s, it was no cars all around here. It was one light. There was a statue which where it looked like a guy was outside painting, but I thought it was a real person because it was late as hell. We were tired. I'm like, yo, look, there looks like a guy out there painting, and there was no cars around. That's how dark it was where and today now where I live, it's nothing but light. It's cars everywhere. It's people all over the damn place. I remember it was nothing but cows and goats, cows and shit out here, man. Big. I mean, they had cows with those big giant horns out here in the middle of town. All that shit gone now. There was a farm right across from where I live. A farm. When all my children was little, I used to take them there. Yeah, all it's changed all over. It's like it's been built up everywhere, and it's people everywhere. It's places out here that I used to go to that was like white folks. You would go and like, oh yeah, that's where the white people live over there in that area. There's a lot of white folks over there. Oh, that shit over now. They gone. It's all East Indians over there. Lovettsville, Virginia, been taken over by like mainly East Indians. It's they all like I guess because Kamala Harris it's a they over there deep, bro. I'm just being honest. I don't know where all these people came from, but they here and they here. Afghanistan's all types of people. They all here. Like what the hell? And we still debating OJ Simpson in 2024. But yet we acting like we came so far. Lord have mercy. That's what I tell the universe. God, Yahweh, whoever you want to reach out to, I tell them like, man, this world is crazy. We sitting right here. We debating. Goddamn OJ Simpson, boy. This is a crazy world. I guess it was they needed to get off that Israel pitch and everything else. I guess they had to make a swing on all this whatever else is going on with Hollywood stuff. Because they haven't really decided what they want to do with people, what they gonna do over there. Because they damn sure I don't think they did anything with the Nickelodeon guy. So all that stuff's to be seen or heard. But I just wanted to be known that I didn't feel like there was no justice because there was so much evidence and the whole damn OJ stuff that just didn't get added in that I think like that's just not left in. Yeah, God knew OJ fate before then. That's why OJ was acquitted. OJ is feeling good. He all right. He not him and God is all right. God already knew. I believe OJ knew his time was up in February, but OJ liked to keep a good faith of things. Remember, OJ is a friend of Trump, and they talk like that. Dudes with bravado who come from that age. When you had bravado, you didn't go away crying. You didn't tell people, "Man, this is it for me." You be like, "Shit, I'm doing well." You ain't give a damn, even if it was your last video. So those men are of a different cloth. They were cut differently, and God knows that already. If He's omnipresent, you can't be omnipresent and you don't know already. So OJ is fine. That woman and that man was involved with drugs and all types of stuff. And so the universe and God and all that, they good. They gonna deal with it. They already knew. And that's what we got to start moving in the world. Like we already know that they knew things about ourselves. Like I always say, I just try to be a better person every day I go about. And I treat people as I want to be treated, not the way they want to be treated. So people who cordial to me, even if we can, because I believe people can disagree, we can agree to disagree. Even people what I disagree with, I should be able to still communicate with you. It shouldn't be like, oh shit, all right, fuck it, we don't agree. I ain't talking to you. No, we should be able to. Oh, okay, yeah, we'll find leverages because it's all about angles anyway. Everything is about leverages and angles. And there's no disrespect to another person having a different opinion. That's what we got to all get used to that in life. That yeah, we have differences in opinions. I thought that's what made America great. was all of us not thinking the damn same, and we was all supposed to kind of think like, okay, and then we would formulate and string that shit together to make this shit how it was when it was great. I remember when I was a kid, my eyes was all red, white, and blue. People like, what? What does that mean? I said, when you a kid, you see this shit and you're like, oh my God, because you're growing up in it. You're if you're an American and you born here all your life, your family and everything, and you always had like Memorial Day, you always had 4th of July. And for black people who before they made it a thing and an issue on TV, we always had Juneteenth. That wasn't something that had to be put on the stage and made federalized. We were doing it anyway. That's why I said they'll take our stuff and pander and make that as if they did anything for black people. And the Democrats are good at that shit. People got mad at me because I said it was different between Trump showing up at a Chick-fil-A where black people were already in there buying and eating chicken versus Biden showing up at a black person's house and bringing fucking chicken. People got mad at me over that. And I said, that's the whole difference. I'm like, Trump just went to a Chick-fil-A and it just happened to be where black folks be at, which he probably ain't just happened to show up there, but they was there and it was a black Chick-fil-A and black people turned up and they liked Trump because we don't really hate Trump. We ain't never got a Trump didn't really look. I'll say this as a real black person. I'll say this: Trump didn't really do anything for us, and he didn't do anything against us. So if you can get my gist as a black person in America, that has been a plus for us. We were able to have businesses and do things under him, which was okay. The regulation wasn't as high as it is when it's under the Democrats. Because when you try to do anything, Biden them, they start telling you, well, where's your diversity employee? Where's your you gotta have if you try to get a grant under Biden and them right now, you gotta have a diversity or LGBT person. You can't just get a grant from them without having one of those people involved. And I was watching a new Fallout series on fucking Amazon. And I swear to God, the part where they talking about integrating the criminals into the goddamn shelter community, that sound like the damn liberals talking about letting all these immigrants across the border. And that's what I felt like. Oh, he's a criminal, but yeah, he must have had a hard time. That's how I feel. Like that's how they was talking on the Fallout. If you watch the Fallout joint, you'll be like, "What the fuck?" That's how they was talking about it on Fallout. They was like, "Yo," they was like, "Yo, oh, he had a hard time." Yeah, that was the craziest shit. Watching that Fallout shit. Cause I play Fallout as well. That's another game I play too. Seeing the damn TV show was wild. Oh, hell no, no. Trump didn't do any of that. Trump did not do any of that. But at the same time, Biden created a world based on crime. When he created the crime bill, which was based on fictional analytics, which was based on fictional analytics and statistics, and just locked up all the alpha black men out of the damn hoods and left all the effeminate beta males around. That's where all the crime came from. That's the facts. That's where all the crime came from. And that was done under Bill Clinton. I know all, I've done all my research on all that. I've looked at how statistically and crimes went up and everything. Yeah, yeah, those they letting them do whatever they want. They beating the cops, they shooting the cops, they doing whatever they want right now. They can get away with it because they're asylum seekers. For some reason, when you're an asylum seeker, you're allowed to lash out and, yeah, be a victim or something all the damn time. But hey, that's just how it goes, man. This is crazy. What the hell did he have here?
Situation. I just need contemplation. Oh, I'm not so systematic. It's just that I'm an addict for your love. Nothing I wanna hold you. I never ever should have told you you're my only girl. I'm not the only one that holds you. I never ever should have told you you're my only world. Just think how long I've known you. It's wrong for me to own you, lock and key. It's really not confusing. I'm just a young illusion, can't you see? I'm not the only one that holds you. I never ever should have told you you're my only girl. I'm not the only one that holds you.
Yeah. I had to throw in a little bit of my white boy funk from the past. So I had to drag that up. I was feeling that song earlier. I ran across it. I was rocking with it. That joint was tight. I said, okay. That's something I could rock without feeling that. Yeah. That's not untrue. What you're saying is not untrue. I've seen the Venezuelan president say it as much, and I believe him to be honest what he was saying. I've seen the Belizean, the president of Belize say so much as the same. So yeah, you're not telling no lies. You know, maybe even be the same for the Chinese. We don't know. You know what I mean? So, like I said, so here we are with so much going on, and our full coverage has been, tied up in our disagreements about whether, even though OJ was, we said by the system of law that we told is the same system of law that let Kyle Rittenhouse, loose and free. Well, isn't it the same system? So I don't know. So I find that it's kind of weirdo that I watch the media all damn day consumed over this instead of like, well, what the hell is actually going on? So, yes, sir. We reached that 1 hour mark. I appreciate you, Mike, though. I appreciate even the Discord, you know what I mean? Having this exchange and you know what I mean, and ideas and ideology. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't have any problem with you, bro. I appreciate you for following me. Shit, I hope you always come around. I like to have a dissenting side because that's what makes things natural in life. Because everything is always based on duality. That's one of my favorite shows was Dual Survival. I used to love watching Cody and, and all those guys hating Cody. Because they never got, well, that other guy, I think he was really, really too soft and weak. Like, whereas I liked Cody. Cody was the right balance with them because it always balanced out. Because I watched them get in some real situation when they got that real soft guy at the end, and I ain't like that guy too much. He was really just too soft for me to deal with Ron and them. Yeah, so that's some of my favorite shows like that because I love that dual survival shit because I love to look at that's what the world is, duality. But it's gonna be based on truth though. We ain't gonna have no because like I said, there's either a truth or there's a lie. And that's it. And that's duality right there. We're gonna keep it on that. And that's how we're gonna always keep it functioning. And yo, I appreciate you, Mike the Ranger, coming through. I salute you. Um, Anybody who catches this on the replay, like I said, once again, this was about, basically the passing of OJ and just saying, in today's day and age of where everybody is so vitriolic about everything, let's just have decorum. Whether you have your own thoughts or not, it's between our good brother and God. That's what it is. And they'll settle that score. And you know what I'm saying? Yo, I appreciate you, Mike. I'm about to tap out of here though, because you know what I'm saying. I had one more thing I was going to. What was that?
2 years ago, we came here to Washington, D.C., shoulder to shoulder, with our voices raised in unison, demanding recognition, justice, and reparations. That moment was etched into the records of our struggle. And now, brothers and sisters, we are going to return here to Washington, D.C., not merely just to reminisce, but to reignite our spirit of determination, to amplify our voices, and to reaffirm our commitment to the cause. Join me, Tariq Nasheed, here in Washington, D.C., at the Rally for Reparations Juneteenth celebration at Freedom Plaza. We're going to have a vast array of phenomenal speakers, guests, leaders, and activists who's going to reignite that spirit of Majawa that's within us and our lineage. You don't want to miss this event. Go to rallyforreparations.com. That's rallyforreparations.com. Come on down here to Washington, D.C. Be a part of history. Join me. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for justice. Stand up for your ancestors. Rallyforreparations.com. See you here.
Well, like I said, I appreciate you, Mike the Ranger, man. Shoot. I like to have the engaging conversations. We're gonna have some good streams, but I was already saying I was just keeping this real short tonight. I was thinking about I might come on tomorrow night because I was gonna have a real funny stream tomorrow night because I was gonna have some people that I know who are gonna show up because everybody who was supposed to show up here tonight, they didn't show up. But she just texted me talking about she just woke up. So, well, she's on that mid-Eastern time, so not Midwestern time. What am I talking about? Mid-Eastern, the Midwest. But yeah, it's been great, man. I always appreciate, people tapping in. Like you, like I said, it's never no problem with the discourse. I love to have that exchange. That's what we do. We're gonna just always deal in the facts and stuff of it. And that's all we're gonna get into. And we're gonna have a great time doing it. There's never no problem. No problem with you. Ain't no problem with me. We just gonna make that stuff come out, and it's always gonna be a little bit of pressure.
Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah, I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra. Work with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on it and next. Whip this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Yeah. Oh shoot, they don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war, every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my I got bad intentions, make it right every wrong, and I'm back with a vengeance. I show you the ropes. Beast in my town, I can show you the coast. Up in the shots if they wanted to smoke. If you know, then you know. Suited up, my whole team do the same. Don't you forget who created the game. Ready for war, I was born with grenades. The trenches where soldiers are made. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.
Yo, and we out, family. Salute to Mike, the Ranger, and y'all have a great one out there. I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side, yo, and I'm out.